What a piece of shit. Hello, guys, and sorry, welcome to Fanden. Sorry about that. Just completely lost the Wi-Fi connection. I never ever had that happen before. So yeah, again, something new for me to deal with. So in the future, I will try to get rid of the Wi-Fi because obviously, if it's going to do that on live streams, that's just not helpful to building the project. So my apologies, guys. Obviously, BT is, like to talk the talk about giving great service, but in reality, it's minimal standard. So I will be contacting my provider because that's an absolute disgrace that can happen. I'm really frustrated with that, guys. Just getting into my rhythm and then it just completely cuts out on me. How am I meant to be prepared for that? I'm so frustrated that's just happened. I really am. I had no idea that could just happen like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had it running on Wi-Fi. So, guys, we're into the added on uh, extra time. 2-2. So, France in possession on the halfway line, moving the ball forward. So, offside decision given. Now Mbappe's gone down. So, 6 minutes into extra time, guys. If you're just joining us, apologies for the confusion. Obviously, there is two live streams now, or two what look to be two streams up on our channel, but unfortunately, the other one cut out through Wi-Fi signal. After this stream, guys, I'll look to remedy that. I've never had no problems with live streams on Wi-Fi, so I've never contemplated that issue actually happening. And I should have done. And obviously, now it's happened. I'm very much aware of it. So after this stream, we'll look to try and solve that problem and make sure that it can't happen again. Really disappointed that's just happened, to be honest. So long ball up the field. Argentina pick up possession on the far side, but lose it to France. France with a cross into the box, but it's headed towards the keeper, and the keeper picks up the pieces. So France on the attack now, just on the edge of the Argentina box, but Argentina defend it quite well. Mbappe in possession on this near side, looking to come inside, and he gets into the box but loses it. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you guys. It's supposed to be post-match reaction show. Obviously, I just simply didn't expect that this game would go to extra time, if I'm honest, guys. Um, so, yeah, please do feel free, guys, to drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you guys. Uh, Joey, welcome back. How's it going, mate? Thank you. Yeah, I probably sorry about that, mate. I had gremlins. I don't know. Just it's never happened that before. I'm doing the live streams on Wi-Fi, and I've never ever had a problem with it before. But now I'm aware that that can happen. Obviously, I will try and sort it so we're not running on Wi-Fi in future streams, so that it can happen again. Hopefully. Um, so obviously I can't do that right now. I just wanted to get back on. I'll have to try and remedy that problem. Like I say, at a later date. But in the short term, definitely I want it sorted because don't want that happening. That's really just got me annoyed. You should have. Yeah, I wish you guys could have heard my frustration off camera when that just happened because it's never happened before, and I've done loads of live streams now on Wi-Fi and never ever had it just randomly cut out like that. So. But with so much technology you have to cover involving doing YouTube, you just can't cover all the bases. There's always something crops up that you don't expect. So it's just, I suppose that's the only good point of that happening. It's now made me more aware that we need to not do live streams via Wi-Fi in future unless it's absolutely necessary. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. And apologies, mate. Sorry, it was really frustrating that has just happened. So yeah, unfortunate. That's Wi-Fi for you. Yeah, like I say, mate. Like I say, we've done loads. All the live streams we've done on the channel have been on Wi-Fi, and it's never ever cut out. And I'm not too far from my hub. So obviously you'd think that it'd run perfectly well. The fact that I'm not too far from my hub, but as my missus has just told me, it doesn't matter how close it is to the hub. It can happen anytime. It's thingy. So, like I said, I think after this stream, I will try and solve the problem and arrange it so that we're no longer doing streams on Wi-Fi because we don't want that happening. Obviously, as you guys know that watch regular, and I'm sure you know, Joey. I'm trying to get better at this and trying to learn how to build a positive channel and be a good commentator of whether it's talking about games or whether it's talking to you guys. So I don't need that extra frustration, really. That stuff like that can happen. So yeah, my apologies, and it's just like you say, Joey. It's just one of them things. I just overlooked it, mate. I just hadn't thought that would be an issue, to be honest, because we've done so many streams on Wi-Fi and never had a problem. Um, I just never contemplated that could be an issue, to be honest. Probably because just there's so much tech stuff to learn to do with doing the live streams and YouTube and stuff like that. So I've obviously just, not contemplated it, overlooked it, and I get caught out today with it actually just losing connection. So, like I say, I'll try and remedy that problem so we don't have further issues with it in future streams. So, yeah. But thank you very much for your understanding, mate. Appreciated. I really didn't think it would go to extra time. Well, no, mate. No, I didn't think it'd go to extra time, Joey, either. That's like I said, that's why I scheduled the live stream. I know, obviously, we know that World Cup games can go to extra time. We all know that. But I just thought with these two, getting to the final, reasonably comfortable, both teams. I just didn't foresee that it'd go to extra time. I thought one or the other team would rise to the occasion and grab the game by the scruff of the neck, so to speak. And like I say, I thought that would result in us not needing extra time. But we're in extra time, and it's 13 minutes. Well, just coming up to 14 minutes gone. Argentina 2 still, and France 2. So yeah, we'll have to see how it pans out. But yeah, a bit of a surprise that it's gone to extra time. If from at least from my point of view, anyway. But as Joey's saying, he didn't expect it either. So yeah. But guys, like I said, this is it's supposed to be a post-match reaction. So I want to hear from you. Please do share your thoughts on this game, on the World Cup, anything in the tournament. Want to hear from you. Um, like I say, this game, this live stream is more to hear what you guys want to talk about with regards to the World Cup. Opportunity for Argentina goes missing. They kicked it, took the shot, and the goalkeeper saved it. But it's only cleared out just outside the box, and another shot came in, and that's blocked by a France defender and goes out for a throw-in. So we got a throw-in for Argentina right on the last minute, so to speak, of extra time, of the first half of extra time. So we're just waiting for the corner coming in off the far side. Just 1 minute added time onto the extra time, guys. Cross comes in from the corner and it clears everybody. And the nearest Argentina player it fell to seemed to get a bit caught by surprise there. So France regained possession in their own midway inside their own half, looking to move the ball up the field. But Argentina steal it back. And now they seem to be the team with the momentum. And the shot on goal goes wide. Goalkeeper coming out, closing the space and making himself big. Has kind of closed the angle for Argentina, and the shot goes wide. But good opportunity, and fair enough. The keeper, like I say, making himself big to make the angle tighter. So yeah, so the first the halftime whistle gone for halftime of extra time. It's a bit confusing, isn't it, when we start talking about it in extra time. So the halftime whistle in extra time has gone. So yeah, the French coach looking quite animated on the touchline. So we'll see if any inspiration can be drummed into the players from the coaching staff. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit the like button and drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. Like I say, this is supposed to be a post-match reaction show. Didn't expect the game to go to extra time, to be honest. It was looking like it was done and dusted at one stage. But yeah, doing the post-match reaction show to hear what you guys have got to say. This is Football Fan Den UK, the channel for you guys. It's designed for you guys to get involved. So I want to hear what you've got to say about this game or any other game in the competition, or FIFA or Qatar. What your thoughts are on the competition being in World Cup in the winter, and thoughts on whether you think it's going to have a massive impact on the rest of the club season. Let me know your thoughts in the chat, guys. You guys are the football fans. You're more knowledgeable than the mainstream media want to give you credit for. And I want to hear what you guys have got to say. So we're just having the two teams taking a moment to have a huddle and have a team talk. So we'll see if that makes any difference in the remaining minutes of the extra of the remaining 15 minutes of extra time. It's got to be quite difficult, hasn't it, as a sub, guys, getting in on a team talk like that, and then you've got to go and sit back down on the bench. That's got to be quite difficult as a player, as a professional player. You want to, you get involved in a huddle and a team talk. You want to get out there on the pitch and use that inspiration to see if you can have an impact on the game, don't you? So Argentina restart the game. We have a final 15 minutes, guys, of this World Cup. Will it go to penalties? So Argentina in possession down this near side, looking to move forward. and France regained possession, but only for a second. Argentina um, cut it out and regained their possession. Now switched to the far side, looking to get in behind the French defence, but it's gone out for a goal kick. So long ball up the field from the French keeper Lloris. Argentina pick it up midway inside their own half and switch the play to this near side. They're just passing it about at the back at the moment, but it looks like they're looking to attack down either wing if they can find an opening. Long ball over the top to an Argentina attacking player. Luis comes out and it's gone out for a throw-in. So we've got a throw-in for Argentina on the far side, guys. Throwing comes in. Shot from Messi. That was a bit of an unexpected shot. Good shot. He can really, he can really, he really can score. Create angles where you don't expect him to create angles, and that was, I think, that was caught everybody a little bit by surprise because it looked like he was just trying to get the ball under control, and the next thing you know, he's taking a shot. But that's what quality players do. So we're just having another goal kick, long ball up the field. Argentina pick up possession and move it to the far side of the pitch. Ball forward to Messi. And now Argentina with a 1-2-3. And the shot comes in. I'm not sure if it's crossed the line, though, guys. A shot for Argentina. It looks like it's a goal, but it's difficult to tell at the minute whether it actually crossed the line. I think we're going to see a VAR decision for that, guys. It happened so fast. It really did happen so fast. It was difficult to see if it actually crossed the line. Argentina are celebrating, but we will really do need to wait for the VAR to see if that actually was a goal. So it's kind of a triangle between three Argentina players. They broke into the box. Goalkeeper saved it initially, but then another shot came in, and yeah, it's gone over the line. Yeah, I think it was one of the French players was inside the goal, tried and managed to kick it out, but by the time he's kicked it out, it has crossed the line. So it's Argentina 3, France 2. That was a bit of a surprise, really, because like I say, on the first view of the camera angle, it did look like it might have been just about saved from going in. But when you see the replay, you can see that it's clearly crossed the line. So obviously Argentina take the lead again for the second time in the game. And that's the 98th goal for Argentina, scored by Messi. So, like I say, guys, there we go. Will that be this deciding factor, or will France find a third goal to level it up again? We'll have to see how it plays out. But yeah, that came from nothing, something and nothing, to be fair. But Argentina have looked like they've been trying to turn the screw. They've been looking a stronger team. I don't know what is going on with the French today, guys, because, yeah, they've done well to pull themselves back into it. But through most of this game, they've looked a shadow of the performance of the team that we know they can be. So yeah, good 1-2 bit of team play for Argentina results in a surprise goal. Really, to be honest. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you guys. That's why we're supposed to be doing a post-match reaction to hear what you guys have got to say on the game. So please do feel free to drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you. So ball's back in play. It's just bouncing about all over the place, but France have got it regained possession and got it under control. But a long ball clearance from Argentina pushes the ball up the other end of the field, and now the ball is with Lloris. Lloris pass it out to the left-hand side of the far side. Sorry, and now come inside into midfield. But Argentina putting pressure on the ball, regained possession, and now it's out to this near side. Sorry, guys. Argentina looking to get in behind, but some good defending from France. I'm not sure if he's thinking, but I think it's gone out for a corner. I think. So substitution for France. Konate coming on. Apparently, some of the French players are struggling with some sort of virus or something, which begs the question, doesn't it, guys? If you know you're squeezing these games into such tight, into such what's the word I'm looking for? Such tight time space, then you have to ask, don't you? Should be FIFA be making potential plans to potentially rearrange games if it's needed for viruses, because it's the World Cup, guys. We want to see the best of teams. We don't want to see a team coming into it, that in good health, and another team coming into it struggling with virus issues and stuff like that, because that just spoils what is supposed to be, the biggest and best game of the tournament. So it's questionable why FIFA not got contingency plans to postpone the game for situations like that. So we're seeing a foul at the minute, guys, on a France player. A lot of the players coming together, but luckily the referee has managed to break it up. But we looks like we will still be seeing some cards dished out potentially. We've seen at least one card given to an Argentina player, Lenendro. Sorry, I didn't catch his second name. But yeah, I think that's just for the foul. I weren't sure if the referee were going to hand out one or two cards for the coming together. There were quite a few players that run in to react to that. So the cross comes in from the set piece, cleared only as far as midway inside the Argentina half. France in possession, looking to move the ball forward. Ball over the top, looking to get in behind the Argentine defence on this near side. Attempted cross is blocked and goes out for a corner to France. So we've got a corner on this near side to France, guys. Like I say, please do feel free to drop your comments in, guys. Be great to hear from you. We've got 5 minutes of extra time remaining. It's now 25 minutes gone of the extra time. Substitution, Mako Alistair coming off for Argentina. I'm just waiting to see who it is that's coming on. And it's Pizzella that's coming on for Argentina. So corner being taken, and it's gone against everybody and goes to the back. Attempted shot. Um, the shot was blocked, but I'm just trying to work out what the referee's decision here is. Yeah, it's hit the elbow or the arm of the player, and it does look like it's inside the box. So it looks like we're going to have another penalty, guys. I think the referee was trying to give that outside the box then, but it looks like it is a penalty shout. He's basically put his arm up like that, and it's hit his elbow, or should I say, with his other arm, um, and it's classed as a penalty technically, guys, because it's inside the box. Obviously, we don't really want to see games decided on decisions like this, but like I say, if it's inside the box, the laws of the game is that any contact to the arm inside the box is obviously classed as a handball. We have the same scenario now with Mbappe second France's second penalty. Obviously, we've seen that it didn't work out well for England. So will it work out well for France? What do you guys think? Do you think players that have already took a penalty should take second penalties, or do you think do you prefer that the team changes it? But let's see how France get on with it now. And Mbappe slams it away, cool and calm as you like. So maybe that's just an issue for England. I don't know, but from France's point of view, they've confidently had Mbappe take a second penalty, and he slotted it away. Do you kind of get the impression that maybe it's written in the stars, guys? So we're all level again. 27 minutes gone of extra time, and it's Argentina 3, France 3. So it's looking like we might be coming down to the lottery of penalties to decide this, guys. And it's not really how we want to see a World Cup decided, is it? So Argentina's dreams of a World Cup are still not completed. Still hanging in the balance, so to speak. France in possession on the far side. But tackle comes in from Argentina, and now they pick up possession and get on the move. Messi looking to run into the box, but runs into a lot of bodies on the edge of the box and loses possession. But Argentina picked it up again. Now out on this near side. Attempted cross comes in, and it's deflected off a France player and goes out for a corner. Guys, please do hit that like button. It helps us get more visibility on YouTube, so that would be great. And it doesn't cost you nothing, guys. So please do hit that like button. That would be very much appreciated. So we just got a corner now for Argentina on this near side. Rather itchy nose tonight. Corner comes in, and it's cleared by France. But only as far as midway inside their own half, and it's gone out for a throw-in on the far side. Throw-in taken quickly. France on the attack now, on the far side. Cross comes in, long ball, and it's gone past everybody. And oh, it looked like it were going in then, but it's gone past the far post. But really good effort from France, to be fair. But it, like I say, goes over everybody. It's just a little bit too high for the French attacking player to get a head on it, and it goes wide of this near side post. So we're into added on time in extra time, and it's 3 minutes added on. Guys, please do drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. We'll come to the comments in a minute. It looks like we've got another substitution. Kudar going off and Disassi coming on for France. So apologies about the pronunciation, guys. I'm not French, so I'm not great at pronouncing French names. And Argentina bringing Dybala on as well. So both teams making substitutions, obviously with the penalties in mind. So Argentina with a throw-in on this near side, guys. Throwing comes in. 1.5 minutes left of the extra time. Throwing comes in. Argentina passing it about at the back. Let's just see what Joey's saying. Joey, it's always hard to lose finals, but especially a penalty shootout. Yeah, I don't think cup finals should be finished on penalties. Myself, I think the football authorities could come up with a better philosophy for finals. An opportunity for Argentina. Um, Opportunity for Argentina, but I'm not sure what happened then. Why he didn't take the shot. The French players come back to block the shot, but fell over. And then the Argentina player just lost control of the ball, and it ended up with no shot on target at all, guys. So Lorius, France's goalkeeper, long ball up the field. France pick up the possession and they kick a long ball. Oh, an attempt for France. And now France had a shot there, but saved by the keeper. And now Argentina up the other end with a cross coming in from the far side, and it's headed wide. It's become a bit fast and frantic, hasn't it, in this last couple of minutes? Until I'm tired, I feel like I'm nowhere near as good as normally am with these. I've still got lots of learning to do with match watch-alongs, but definitely feeling tired today. Not feeling like I'm getting the best, my best rhythm going. But there you go, guys. At least give me, credit for the effort anyway. France in possession on the halfway line. Switch the play out to the far side to Mbappe. Mbappe now twisting and turning, looking for an opening, and he manages to get past two Argentina players to get inside the box, but then loses it to the third Argentina player defending and puts him under pressure. And there goes the full-time whistle, guys. So it looks like we will be seeing this game decided on penalties. So who will keep their nerve in the penalty shootout? We never want to see games, and we never want to see games, never mind competitions, decided on penalties. But it looks like we will be doing, guys. And that's the way it's going to turn out for the 2022 World Cup final. It's going to be decided on penalties, which is really disappointing if we're honest, guys. Because it's football. We love football. We want to see games decided on the pitch, preferably within 90 minutes. So to see a World Cup final going to extra time is really disappointing. But that's the way the competition goes. It's the way it's designed. So we just all we can do is go with it. But when it's decided on a penalty shootout in a final, it's bad enough in normal games. But to see a final decided is a bit, spoils the competition a little bit, doesn't it, guys? So yeah. Um, So yeah, absolutely right, Joey. It is. We don't want to really see finals decided on penalties, and it's going to be hard for whichever team loses it from this point on. Um, and let's be honest, guys. I don't know what your thoughts are on the competition, but for me, France and Argentina, yes, they deserve to get to the final. Yes, there's been games where they played really well, but let's be honest. Uh, the competition overall, from my point of view, I think it's been disappointed off for the quality we've seen compared to previous World Cups. So we could argue that both Argentina and France are the best of a bad bunch, really, because we've seen so many top talented teams getting knocked out early on that we didn't expect. Um, so yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. Be great to hear from you, Hassan. Sorry, Hernandez. Uh, Hermantor is saying, hopefully Argentina win. Yeah, well, like I say, mate. Obviously, it's a lottery now, isn't it? We don't want to see any team deciding games on penalties. It's disappointing, and it's going to feel harsh on whichever team doesn't win the penalties, and it's a little harsh on the team that even wins the penalties. Let's be honest, guys, because you know if you win the World Cup, if your nation wins the World Cup, you want to be winning it in the games. You don't really want to be winning it on penalties because it takes a little bit of shine off the glory, doesn't it? You still win it. You're still the competition winners. But like I say, as football fans, ideally we want to see competitions decided, especially a competition as big as this. We want to see it decided on the pitch in the game. So we're just having the coin toss by the referee, guys. First coin toss is obviously which end it will be played, and second coin toss is which nation goes first to take the penalties. So it looks like, if you were watching it, guys, looks like we will be having the penalty shootout to the left side of the pitch. If you're watching the screen, no, sorry, the right side. If you're watching the screen, it's going to be on the right hand side uh, of the pitch. So yeah, I'm not sure if I got that right. Does that work right on camera? But you get my meaning, and I think it's going to be France to start to take the first penalty. I think, yeah, France to take the first penalty. So it's going to be France taking the penalties first, then Argentina. Mbappe takes a shot for France, and he puts away his third penalty of the game. Takes some confidence to do that, doesn't it, guys? You'd expect any player taking three penalties in a game is going to miss one. You would think, but no. Mbappe has slotted three penalties away in this game, and now we have Messi coming up for Argentina's first penalty. So both countries deciding to go with their strongest player first. That's interesting because we've seen a bit of debate earlier in the World Cup about that, guys, whether you should take your strongest or your weakest player should be taking the first penalty. Argentina level it up as Messi slots it away coolly and calmly right under the goalkeeper's body, to be honest. It's quite a shocking penalty, to be honest. A nice penalty, but shocking that he took it so calmly. Because obviously, if the goalkeeper had been a bit more, had his wits about him a little bit more, he might have got down to that to save that. But yeah, Messi slots away penalty for Argentina. So it's France 1, Argentina 1 on the penalty sheet. France to take their And France have had their second penalty saved. Shot saved. Made himself big, the keeper there. So good save for the Argentina goalkeeper. Now we have the second penalty for Argentina. Straight down the middle. Goalkeeper goes the wrong way. Shot comes in straight down the middle, and goalkeeper goes to his left. He did hang a foot out to try and catch it, but it wasn't enough. And the Argentina player slots it, like I say, right down the middle. And that puts Argentina in the lead on penalties. So it's Argentina 2-1 on penalties. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button and drop your comments in the chat. This is supposed to be a post-match reaction show, so it'd be great to hear from you. Let us know your thoughts on this game or anything else of your thoughts of the World Cup this year. Like I say, please do drop your comments in the chat. So we have now a third penalty for France. You really need to slot this away if they want to have any chance. Oh, and it's wide. It's gone wide. Maybe it's just not France's day today. So it's gone wide on the... Oh, apologies for the yawning, guys. Quite tired today. Shot goes wide on the left-hand side. So now we've got Argentina's third penalty. And if they put this away, then it's almost job done. And they do. The goalkeeper goes the right way this time, but he's unable to save it. And Argentina now take a 3-1 lead in the penalties. So it's a must score shot now for France in this next one. They really need to slot it away if they're going to have any chance of getting it. But it is looking it's looking good for Argentina now. Referee still being authoritarianism. He's dished out another yellow card. Shot straight down the middle, and good effort, to be fair. No messing, no slow no slow build up. Just slammed it straight down the middle, and goalkeeper can do nothing about it. So it's Argentina 3, France 2 on the penalties. But this will decide it, guys. Is it to be for Argentina? Yep. Argentina win it. Goalkeeper goes to the left, and the shot is taken to the... Sorry, shot goes to the left, and the goalkeeper goes to the right. So Argentina win the World Cup. And obviously, as a lot of people have been dreaming and wishing for, it means Messi is now a World Cup winner. Although I would say, to be fair, they've not really been challenged in this World Cup. For me, it's been a really disappointing World Cup overall. I think the fact that it was held in winter has had a massive impact on the momentum. Teams getting the momentum. We've seen some of the bigger nations you would expect to have got to the latter stages knocked out early on. But yeah, it's Argentina that win the first ever Winter World Cup. So congratulations to Argentina. But yeah, like I say, for me, I think it has been a disappointing World Cup. But I'd love to know what you guys think overall. Please do drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. Be great to hear from you and hear what you guys have got to say about the competition, this game, FIFA, Qatar. Any thoughts you've got to share on the competition or this game? Please do drop your comments in, guys. Be great to hear from you. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of happy football fans out there, happy to see Messi win the World Cup. I'm not really bothered about one player winning a World Cup from my point of view, guys. It's a team game. It's a team game, and unfortunately, that is, Messi winning a World Cup to me is going to distract people from recognizing it's a team sport. But let's be honest, Argentina might have won it, but there's times in this competition where Messi was the difference between the two teams, and he kind of he's kind of carried his team to a certain extent through this competition when they've not always played at the best. And let's be honest, guys, they've played a weak France team. France showed a lot better quality, a lot more ambition in earlier games. But for me, like I say, I think France were a shadow of what we've seen in the competition today. That, no disrespect to Argentina, you can only win the team that's put in front of you. But like I say, for me, I think France were not at the best today, and Argentina have managed to get a win. Or they should have said they've got the result. But it's disappointing to see them win in the way that they've won it, because, like I say, winning on penalties is not how you want to see a competition like this decided. So yeah, Dylan is dropped in to say PFC _ DY4. Dylan, hi guys, how are you? I didn't see the game, but just heard that Argentina won. Was it a good game of football? Sounds like it. Some people might say it was a good game of football. For me, I don't think it was the greatest game of football. Argentina should have had it wrapped up in the 90 minutes, really. They allowed France to get back into it. And the fact that France played so badly for large portions of the game and still managed to get it to a penalty shootout kind of shows you, if you're honest, guys, if you're honest, it depends whether you want to be honest or if you want to live in Never Neverland. But for me, Argentina have won it, being the best of a bad bunch of teams. France was so disappointing. They played really well leading up to this competition. And for large portions of the game, they were just the shadow of the team that we've seen in the competition. And Argentina should have had it wrapped up in the 90 minutes. But a penalty and a last gasp effort from, the tournament's, star player, really, because you could argue that Mbappe was the tournament's star player, has dragged France back into it. And for me, I'm disappointed in the tournament. I'm really disappointed. I finished watching the tournament and I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that Argentina have won it because they played well. Yes, they're a good team. Yes, they deserve to win it overall. But like I say, for me, I'm being honest, guys. They're the best of a bad bunch of teams. With lack of if we'd have had the preparation in the tournament, do you think Argentina would have coasted their way to the tournament? That's what I've got to ask you. If there'd have been the usual preparation that we see, teams having 2 or 3 friendlies to prepare, to get tactics right, to get momentum right, to get motivation right, then do you think that Argentina would have come on top? For me, I think they would have found the competition harder. But like I say, They deserve to win it. They were the best team out of the competition overall. They've done the most. But for me, like I say, France were disappointing over the course of this game. So yeah, like I say, deserved winners Argentina overall. But did they win the toughest World Cup? For me, no. So yeah, if that answers your question, Dylan, hope it does, mate. Joey's saying it's certainly been a different World Cup. Definitely don't want another Winter World Cup. No, me too. I agree, Joey. I think the World Cup being held in winter um, has been disappointing with the lack of preparation time, and we're yet to still see whether how much impact this is going to have on the club season because it's completely disrupted the club football calendar, and we're gonna only the next few weeks and months ahead are going to show us whether this competition, whether the World Cup being held in the middle of winter is going to have any kind of impact on the club calendar. And like I say, we're only going to see that and be able to judge that over the coming weeks and months ahead. But obviously, the people out there that love to hype up big name players are going to be happy with this competition because Messi has won it. Me personally, I don't care about individual players winning it. For me, it's a team sport, and all this hype about Messi is just going to go into kick into overdrive now. And for me, that's why I'm disappointed to see him win it because it's just we're just going to see that bandwagon now jumping into high gear, and you can't judge a player. You can't judge a team winning a World Cup on one player. It's a team sport, but we are going to see them fans come out now in the thousands. Banging on about Messi being the greatest player in the world. Yes, he is a great player, no question about that. He's a player I love to watch, but it does annoy me how people forget that it's a team sport, and I think we're going to see that a lot. Joey's saying, I have always loved World Cup, but looking forward to the club football. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, like I say, I think the way FIFA have managed the competition, I think the fact that it's been in winter, I think it deflects from the quality of the competition overall. But like I say, it's been something different. It's been unique. Hopefully, you know, um, hopefully a lot of fans have enjoyed it. But for me, overall, I think it has been a disappointing World Cup. But we needed to try it, I suppose. We did need to see what it was like to have a Winter World Cup. For me, it doesn't work. It disrupts the club calendar too much. And the fact that you can't have teams having any kind of preparation time is also a factor. But yeah, like I say, guys, it's been different, but disappointing to see how it's affected the national teams that have been involved. Because let's be honest, it's been surprising not to see the likes of Germany, Spain, these kind of countries, Brazil even, just not playing at their best or not showing their best. And like I say, we're yet to see whether how much of an impact having this tournament in winter is going to have on the world, on the club football, because I expect it is going to have some impact. The question is, how much of an impact is it going to have? But we'll only be able to judge that when club football returns. Joey is saying, I know Argentina won, but I think Mbappe was man of the match. Yeah, I think he was, mate. I think he's going to probably be the man of the tournament. To be honest, obviously, there's going to be a lot of people that argue that it should be Messi. But for me, I think I don't have a preference, but I think I think Mbappe has been the best player in the tournament, so that I think that he should win the any right. So sorry, just watching a replay of some of the antics of the goalkeepers uh, in the World Cup. So when we saw a yellow card issued by the referee, I think that's what it was for time wasting. It's pretty bad that we need to see goalkeepers resorting to that kind of tactics. It's unprofessional, guys. Really, it's unsporting conduct. But each to their own. We'll see. Like I say, some people might think it's a good tactic to use, but seeing goalkeepers doing that kind of stuff in a penalty shootout, it's a bit disappointing. And like I say, for me, it's unprofessional. Um, Joey, Joey, you are right, mate. I think Mbappe is the better has been the best player in the tournament, and hopefully gets. I know he'll win the gold. I know he'll win the golden boot because I think he's scored the most, Danny, in the competition. But whether he gets the credit for it, I don't know. Obviously, I think we're going to just see a lot of fans jump on Messi bandwagon now. Aaron Hart, how's it going, mate? Hi, guys. How are you doing? I'm good, thanks, mate. Apart from losing the stream earlier, we lost the stream earlier through Wi-Fi connection. But I'm glad it's happened in a way because it's obviously brought that issue to my attention. But yeah, a bit of a unexpected gremlin to happen. But thanks for asking, Aaron. I'm good, mate. I hope you are well. Looking forward to club football with returning. Definitely, that's going to be awesome to see the clubs getting back. But like I said, I want to hear from you guys. Are you expecting a knock-on effect of the World Cup affecting club teams? It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the weeks and months ahead, because we're going to have to see teams get their momentum going all over again. Um, So, like I say, I don't know. We might see some teams just really get going, chomping at the bit. I think it's all going to depend. A lot of it's going to depend on how many players each team has had to surrender, so to speak, to play in the World Cup. Because the longer you've played in the World Cup, or you've got players playing in the World Cup, then it's going to be harder, you know, for teams to get the momentum going. We're just seeing President of France giving Mbappe a little bit of personal encouragement to say that he's played well and he's obviously done his country proud. I think France throughout the competition have done their country proud, but today I don't know. I know there's been some issues with the virus. They've been saying that the French players got the virus or some kind of virus with running through the camp, so that's impacted them. And I've got to say, guys, should there be a contingency plan for a competition like this? Because we don't want to see two teams going into it with one team under the weather, so to speak. The question you've got to ask yourself, guys: Argentina are going to celebrate. They're going to get all the hype. Messi's going to get loads of praise. Is obviously the Messi bandwagon's going to go into overdrive. Fair enough. But the question we've got to ask, guys, is as a winner of a competition, it's like Mother Nature. Do you want to be, if you were a lion, would you want to kill a weakened hyena, or would you want to kill, the strongest leopard? That's the kind of way you got to look at it a little bit. There's an element of pride in winning anything, and if you're going to attack and you're going to win a competition, you want to win it looking like a strong lion that's just took down the strongest predator in the animal kingdom. You don't want to look like a lion taking advantage of a wounded animal. And I think in this competition, I know a lot of fans of Messi and Argentina are not going to want to hear it, but that's the reality. That's the reality. Argentina have won a competition where the strongest have fallen out of it, and the strongest team that has faced them, which is France, have looked the weakest on the day. So, because Argentina weren't at their best, France weren't at their best going into this. It was clearly obvious in that first half of football that we saw, compared to what we'd seen from France in the rest of the competition. So I know some fans are not going to like me saying it, but Argentina have won what is arguably the weakest tournament of a World Cup that we've ever seen in the history of World Cups. I will say it. A lot of other people won't say it, but I will say it, and that's the reality of it. So Argentina can, get excited that they've won a World Cup. Fans can jump on the Messi bandwagon, but let's be honest, Messi has won arguably what is the weakest ever World Cup competition. That's just my thoughts. You guys might think differently. Let me know in the chat. I want to hear from you guys. If you think differently, let me know in the chat. Aaron is saying Ronaldo's my goat, but I'm so happy for Messi. I have no disrespect to that man. He's probably the greatest of all time. Now, what a game! Best World Cup final all time for me. Well, fair enough, Aaron. You're entitled to your opinion, but for me, I think mind you, there's the age difference as well, mate. I've seen a lot of World Cups, and for me, this is the poorest one I've ever seen. You're entitled to your opinion. If you enjoyed it, I'm glad you enjoyed it. But for me, it's a poor tournament, a poor thing. I mean, let's look at the first penalty that was given for Argentina. There's big question marks around it. Big question mark. It looks so soft as a penalty award. And if they hadn't been given that penalty, they wouldn't have won this today. They wouldn't have won this today. So, yeah, for me, Argentina, congratulations to them. And congratulations to Messi. But I think they've won a weak competition. The best teams have already been knocked out of it. Or the better teams, the teams that you would expect to reach the latter stages of the competition, got knocked out of it early because they didn't get their momentum going. And like I say, I don't want to discredit Argentina. They won it. You can only beat what's won in front of you. But, like I say, for me, it's a weak competition. And I've watched a lot of World Cups that have been really competitive, really difficult in the knockout stages. And I don't think we've seen that difficulty for teams in this competition. The knockout stages have gone as we would expect. The teams progressed as we would expect. There's only really been one team that's caused the shock, and that's Morocco. So for me, like I said, I think the competition's been disappointing overall. But like I say, I'm not disrespecting Argentina. Congratulations, they won it. But for me, as a neutral watching it, since the UK nations have gone out, and even when the UK nations were in it, I think it's a disappointing competition, guys. But that's just my opinion. You're entitled to think what you want. I'm not saying I'll agree with your opinion. I'll respect your viewpoint. But from my point, I think it's been disappointing. Stephen Allen, hi, Aaron. Yeah, Ronaldo, for me, I think he has tested himself more. Right, fair enough, Stevie. Like I say, I think we're always that debate of Lionel Messi and Ronaldo is going to go on for years to come. But yeah, like I said, thank you, Stevie. Appreciate you sharing your thoughts. Aaron Hart, yes, Stevie, mate. How are you doing? Great to see you guys sharing a bit of chat between each other and giving each other a bit of respect. That's awesome. Thank you very much for that, guys. Aaron Hart is saying there was some bad penalty decisions today, but wouldn't say, in my opinion, it was weak. But I think it makes the World Cup better if the weaker underdogs get through that than the biggest teams. Well, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, but the point is that what I'm trying to get at, Aaron, and you're entitled to your opinion, mate. You're entitled to your opinion, but what I'm trying to get at is people have been wanting Argentina to win it for years. People have been arguing for Argentina to win it for years. And when they finally do win it, they win a weakened competition. That's my point. Do you want to win it when it's a weakened competition, or do you want to win it when you're having to beat the best of the best? That's my point. Congratulations. I take nothing away from Argentina winning. They won it. They were the better team over the tournament. They proved it. They've won it. But the question is that if I was a player, this is where I'm putting it. If I was a player, I would want, like France. They can argue that they won it when they was at their strongest, and they won it when they played the strongest. Can Argentina argue that same point? That's the big, the big thing for me. And like I say, um, everybody's entitled to their personal preference, their personal opinion. You're right with what you're saying. If that's your thoughts, Aaron, I respect your opinion. But like I say, for me, I think it's been a disappointing competition overall. And I congratulate Argentina over and over. Congratulations, they won it fair and square. But for me, no, no, it's been disappointing competition. And if Argentina was going to win it or are to win it, I think they should be winning it, beating the best of the best, not beating the best of the rest. Do you get what I mean? Because that's kind of how it's gone. But yeah, I think, like I say, for me, that some of the penalties were shocking. The first penalty that was awarded, the big question marks have got to be asked about that penalty, because that didn't seem like a penalty to me. You can argue about the heres and the wheres and the what fors, what haves and the ifs and the rules and this, that, and the other. But for me, I think that was a really disappointing penalty. Really disappointing. But like I say, the teams can only do what they do on the pitch. Any question marks we've got against referees, officiating, stuff like that, them questions have got to be aimed at FIFA, not at the teams. The teams cannot, they have to deal with good and bad referees. So yeah, for me, like I say, I think it's going to be good to get back to club football. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to, take away from the tournament. Argentina, congratulations to them. Going to be a lot of fans out there really happy to see Argentina win. And fair enough. But for me, I'll be glad to get back to football, to club football, guys. I think it's been a massive distraction, and it's good that we've got it out of the way, because now in future, if FIFA come up with a suggestion of future Winter World Cups, then we've experienced it now, haven't we, guys? So as fans, as nation, as leagues, national teams, they'd be able to argue a lot better for or against it in the future. Because we've experienced it now, haven't we, guys? We've experienced the Winter World Cup, and that's the good thing about it. Now we've tasted it, we've seen what it's like, and now fans and pundits and football authorities across the world are going to be able to have a better, a better opinion in future if FIFA suggests if FIFA suggests this again in future World Cups. To do a Winter World Cup. At least people will have a better understanding. Stevie Allen is saying, yeah, all good. Thanks, mate. You awesome. Great to see you guys getting on in the chat. Always appreciate that. So thanks, guys. Aaron Art is saying, who did Argentina face to get to the World Cup final? And they did beat a good France team. Yeah, they weren't at their best, but it is France, and this year they broke the World Cup broke the World Cup curse. Yeah, but the point I'm saying, Aaron, is France were there was a big thing about France having a virus. I don't know exactly how much that's affected the team, but looking at that game and how they played in previous games, it looked like that virus has had some kind of impact on how the players feel and were able to perform. So, like I say, if you're happy Argentina won it, fair enough. No problem. I no problem with that. But as a neutral, I'm not looking at this as an Argentina fan. I'm not looking at this as a Messi fan. I'm looking at this as a football fan. I want to see the best teams competing and the best team win because they deserve to win. I don't want a team to win and the other team to have excuses, because let's be honest, Argentina have won it, but the other team can have excuses about their health, about decisions in the game, about the competition and how it's gone, about the preparation. This is my point, Aaron. I'm glad you're happy that Argentina have won it. Fine, no problem, mate. And I respect your opinion. But the reality is, do you want to see Argentina win it with the opposition having no excuses, or do you want to see Argentina win it with the opposition having lots of excuses? And the reality is that Argentina have won it, and the opposition that they've beaten have excuses. We might not agree with them excuses, but they have excuses. And they're not just, whingy excuses. They're good excuses. They can have the excuse of the lack of preparation. They can have the excuse of the virus that's run throughout the team. They can have the excuse of the heat. They can have the excuse of so much. They can have the excuse of a poor penalty decision in the first half of the game. So I'm not, I have no preference, mate. I don't care who wins the competition. Once my nation was out of it, I don't care who wins it. I'm a neutral. I'm watching this completely as a neutral football fan. But for me, like I say, I want to see a team win it where there's no excuses, again, for the opposition. And let's be honest, there is excuses. So, Argentina, congratulations. They've won it. They won a World Cup. Messi's won a World Cup. But this is the point what you're missing, mate. When all the Messi fans in years to come want to go on and rabbit on about Messi winning a World Cup, the people that don't like Messi or the people that are not big Messi fans or get tired of hearing about Messi, what are they going to argue? That's going to be the argument that they put up, mate, that Messi won a weak World Cup. And that's not me saying it. That's the facts of the reality of the competition. So people that don't want to see Messi win the World Cup are going to always chuck that up. And what's going to be the counterbalance to it? There isn't one really, apart from you can only beat what's put in front of you. But, and it may even come out in future. You're hearing it here first. It may even come out that, that there's some questionable behaviour, shall we say, from FIFA and how this competition has gone. And I hope that doesn't come to fruition. But the reality is there's been evidence to question FIFA's conduct and how they've, hosted this competition and their professionalism. And that I'm just pointing out what could come up in the future. You might not agree, and that's fine. I respect your opinion. I might not agree with it, but I respect it. But for me, like I say, there's, I'm just pointing out to you what the pros and good and bad of this competition is. Please subscribe. Just do it, bro. Or I'm not sure. Do you support France or Argentina? Well, great to see you in the chat, mate. Appreciate you dropping in. I don't support either team, mate. I don't support either team. We're watching the game as neutral, as a neutral. Some of the fans in the chat might have a preference, but for me, from my point of view, we are here watching the game as a neutral, mate. So thank you very much for dropping in. Joey is saying, I get what you're saying, Gaz, and I agree that it's been a weaker competition. I think some of the bigger nations just didn't turn up, but no matter what people will say, a win is a win. Absolutely, mate. Well said, Joey. Yep. Like I said, you can only beat what's put in front of you. And Argentina have done exactly that. Like I say, credit to them. They've won the World Cup. I'm expressing myself disappointed, really. I'm just disappointed as a football fan. I want to see the best of the best competing. Let's be honest. If this was the Champions League, would we be happy? Would it get the same attention? And would we be happy to see a team like I don't know. But let's say Hertha Berlin or a team like that reach the Champions League final. Would we be happy to see that? Most fans wouldn't. Let's be honest. Yes, from the underdog perspective, it would be great. But I'll bet you any money that the views for a Champions League final would be considerably less if it was weaker teams that made it to the final compared to say teams like Real Madrid, Juventus, Bayern Munich. If these teams reach it to a Champions League final, it's almost guaranteed for UEFA that they're going to get high TV footage, high views on the TV game. But if weaker teams reach the cup final, then I think you'd see a drop in viewers. But that's just my opinion. But like I say, congratulations to Argentina. I take nothing away from them. They've won it, deservedly so. But as a football fan, I'm just disappointed, guys. I'm disappointed that the competition has turned out the way it is. I want to see the best teams competing against the best teams, and that's just a neutral. But like I say, massive respect to Argentina. They've won it. They've got a World Cup, another World Cup under their belt, so to speak. Congratulations to them. And like I say, I respect you guys' opinion. I'm just sharing mine. But thank you very much, Joey. Appreciate you sharing your thoughts. And yeah, absolutely. Like I say, looking forward to club football returning, mate. And thank you very much for getting involved in the chat. Always appreciated your thoughts and comments in the chat, mate, during the World Cup. Aaron is saying, I feel it doesn't matter how you get through or what teams you face. If you win it, you win it. At the end of the day, it's like if Bolton played, they didn't play well and won. They still won, really. Yep. Fair enough, Aaron. Yeah, no worries, mate. Like I say, what am I trying to say? I'm sitting here, I'm trying to look at the pros and cons. That's why it's post-match reaction, mate. I'm trying to look at the pluses and the minuses. I don't want to be like all other fan channels or mainstream media. I don't want to just blow the smoke. I don't want to just look at all the positives and not touch on the negatives. This is the point of building a football fan den, so that fans can come and talk about the good and the bad. If you watch the mainstream media or you watch some other channels, I'm not saying all other YouTubers do this, but you watch some of them, they play it safe. They talk about they blow smoke. They talk about all the good points to keep their audience happy. Well, I want to keep my audience happy and the fandom community happy. Of course I do. But I don't want to blow smoke. I want to talk real. I want to talk real football. I don't want to talk, just what people want, the happy side of it. I want to talk real football. I want to debate the good and the bad. So that's why I'm just pointing out some of the good and the bad that I've noticed in the competition. But as you say, Aaron, congratulations to Argentina. I've said it a couple of times now. You can only beat what is put in front of you. And Argentina have done that. And they win and they come away competition winners. But as a football fan, I'm just pointing out that the competition has been disappointing from my perspective. But if you guys have enjoyed it, I'm buzzing for you. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Because, that's what football's about, enjoying it. But yeah, I think overall the competition, in my opinion, has been disappointed. And that's just my opinion. But if you guys think differently, I respect your opinion. I might not agree with it, but I respect it. So just seeing that Mbappe has been given the Golden Boot Award. Congratulations to him. He's done well. He has, for me, he's been the star player in the competition. But yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna call it a day now, guys. I'm gonna jump off, let you guys enjoy the final moments of the trophy being awarded to Argentina. As I say, finally, congratulations to Argentina. And like I say, the medal's about to be handed out to the teams. and Argentina will, in a few moments, be lifting the World Cup trophy. So I'm going to jump off and let you guys watch that, and hopefully I will catch you again soon on future streams, guys. Um, Thank you very much for all the positive support during the World Cup. You guys have been amazing. I've really enjoyed your company, and I look forward to um, getting back active with club football in the weeks and months ahead. So that's about it for me, guys. Massive shout out to Joey. Special shout out, should I say, to Joey. Who's been been active throughout the stream today. Really appreciate that support, mate. Thank you very much. And also shout out to all you other guys that have dropped in on the stream. Aaron and Dylan. Hemendeta. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. But yeah, thank you very much. And like I say, apologies for the technical issues earlier on, guys. I will try to remedy that problem to avoid it happening in the future. So, final comment from Joey. Thanks, guys. No worries, mate. Really appreciate your support today and throughout the World Cup as well. Some fantastic support from you guys during the World Cup, particularly you, Joey, and Aaron as well, has made a massive effort during the World Cup to show what support he can. So, dude, I don't take it for granted, guys, and it doesn't go unnoticed. I just want to let you know that. So, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And like I say, I look forward to seeing you guys on future streams for club football. And maybe we will talk a little bit more about international football in future streams as well. But that's it for me for today, guys. Take care. Look after yourself out there. Appreciate all the support and all the positive comments. And yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the World Cup. Even though I'm disappointed in it, you guys are welcome to enjoy it, and I hope you have. So thanks a lot, guys. Take care, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.